further ado, my name is Daniel Gibson, and today we're talking about Straight Outta Compton. This movie about NWA, a group of young guys who create a rap group that revolutionizes music. It sets the world on fire and the good and the bad, and really is a movie about a culture that was created and amplified through these guys. And so that's really why we chose to watch the movie. We debated on what to go see because there's this and other movies out right now like Uncle, but you know, we thought about it. We were going to skip this one, but we really decided that it was important that we go see a movie like this because it's stuff that impacted culture, and you guys are probably curious about seeing, so we thought we better go see it. As we watched this movie, the first half was really interesting. It resonated with me and Judah a lot. We both enjoyed it as we watched it. We found that, like, Dr. Dre, for instance, I'm telling you what, I watched that guy and I was like, I totally get where you're at, man, because like multiply media, this is my dream, to revolutionize the internet for Christ, you know? And so I'm sitting here watching this guy, I'm like, I totally get you. And that's where this movie really succeeds for me in the first half, is that you see these guys living and accomplishing their dream, and it's really fun to watch, and you enjoy it. But then fame hits, and that's where you see a lot of movies, and you see a lot of people who are famous talk about fame is not always good, and you see these people kind of just these buddies who grew up together breaking apart because of money and everything else and influences. And you know, there's this whole thing going on the outside of like, there's a guy who's helping them but's taking advantage of them, and it splits the group apart and all these things. And so when there's this split that happens, it really changes the tone. And not only does it change the tone because it's there throughout the movie, but when it's there, it feels kind of abrupt, and you're like, okay, I totally get what you're doing here. When it happens, everything stops the way you were watching the first half of the movie, and it becomes almost a different movie. And because of that, it feels long. I mean, it's a long movie. It's over 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I think, maybe a little longer than that. I can't remember the exact time. But it feels long in that second half. Not boring per se, but long. Where this movie really hits rock bottom for me, though, is the parental guide. Now, there are several things as Christians we have to be aware of and think about. First one, sexual content in movies and everywhere. It's everywhere you look, so we have to be careful. You know, this movie is littered with sexual content and nudity. Luckily, I tag team reviewed with my wife, and so she was able to see the lady part, so I didn't have to, and let me know what I need to let you guys know for the review. But these scenes were long and unnecessary, had just, you know, absolute unneeded, unimportant stuff on screen for extended periods of time. And so that wasn't good. The cursing in this movie was horrific. I mean, it is everywhere. Every line, pretty much every sentence has the F word or some other cursing, if not multiple in it. The music, what they're singing about, their motivation and what they're talking about that's making them so famous, is absolutely anti-cop. And I understand, like, you know, at the time, and you know, not everybody's good. I don't mean to stand here and say that every cop is an angel and does everything right. That's not what I'm here to say. But what I'm saying is that we still need to respect authority, and this movie is about basically saying, you know, whatever to authority, you know, and because of that, I can't think it's good there. I think as Christians, we don't necessarily want to support things like that. All in all, this movie was a good movie by itself. It would get like a 6.5 on my scale. But, you know, we look at more than just the face value here at Multiply Media. And so you have to ask yourself, the good versus the bad, and is it worth the road you get to, getting through the good from the bad? And I gotta say, Straight Outta Compton is not worth it. It does not get the Multiply Media seal of approval to go see it. Though it has good parts, the bad outweighs it, and it's not worth what you give up to go see it. So all in all, I say if you're looking for something to go see this weekend, skip out on Straight Outta Compton. Go see Ant-Man or one of the other movies come out recently. If you like to see reviews for those, make sure you check out the rest of our videos on our channel. But all in all, that's what we think about Straight Outta Compton. If you guys like this video, I say hit that subscribe button, let us know, and we do tons of other stuff on here. We try to put more, we'll be adding more content all the time. But I want to know in the comments down below about the road to getting to a movie, the good versus the bad. Where do Christians, where do you think we draw the line as people? As believers, where do we say is enough and I can't do it? I'd really be interested to hear your thoughts on that in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching this video. God bless you, and we'll see you next time.